Welcome back to The Short Coat. From the amazing and intense world of medical school, from the University of Iowa Carver College of Medicine, I'm Dave Etler. And on today's show, we're talking about the kinds of people who become medical students. When we think about the words typical medical student, is what we imagine accurate? And how is that complicated in the real world? I'm joined today by my complicated first-year medical student co-hosts, including Jonah Albrecht.
Howdy.
Fill in the blank. Medical students are...
Tired.
Okay. We're here with Abbie Townsend. Fill in the blank. Medical students look...
Tired.
Chase McInville. Fill in the blank. Medical students eat...
A lot of chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Lillian Schmidt. Fill in the blank. Medical students enjoy...
Sleep.
Yeah. Nice. Well, welcome. Like I said, we're going to talk about who gets to be a medical student, what kind of people are medical students, things like that. Before coming to medical school, what came to mind when you pictured medical student? And has that changed?
Yeah, so I think for a lot of us, when we first figured out that we wanted to become medical students, whether that was in high school or earlier into undergrad, right? We pictured them as these people who were so mature, so much more grown up than we were, and were off doing their own thing in medical school, probably in a different part of campus than where we went for undergrad. And I think how that's changed over time is we've seen them become closer to how we see ourselves, right? Like, I look at our class and I see a bunch of peers, I see people like me, people not like me, but a lot of people like me. And it varies a lot, right? So I think definitely the prototypical medical student is, someone who's older than I am, who's more mature than I am, who is able to talk like a doctor. And I think I forgot that there's so much growth that happens to be able to get to that point, which is what we're doing now as M1s.
Yeah, no, I would agree, especially with they're going to be so much, they look older, they feel older. I remember just being a kindergarten, having your fifth grade buddy and thinking a fifth grader was the oldest person ever. And looking back, it's obviously a fifth grader is not the oldest person ever. And I still feel like a teenager sometimes. You never feel like your age, quote unquote. And
You really never do.
good to know that it never ends.
Yeah.
But
I'm still 25.
So is he.
But I also think it's hard to as when you're a pre-med not going through it yet, to know what a med student looks like. I remember this past summer, everyone knows you're going to be going to medical school now, and people would ask, "Oh, are you excited?" Blah blah blah, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't know quite what to expect," and they would look at me shocked, and they're like, "What do you mean you don't know what you expect? You're this is your entire life." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Well, yeah, I've talked to people. I know on a bullet point list what to expect, but I've heard people talk about skydiving. Yeah, I could guess what skydiving feels like, but I don't feel like you know what skydiving feels like until you actually do it." And I think that's the same thing with med school.
Yeah, there's an intellectual understanding, and then there's a really visceral, oh, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
That's what that means by this is hard work,
When I went skydiving, I blacked out for the first 30 seconds. I have no idea. I remember sitting on the edge of the plane. Of course, I was the last of my friends to go out. I'm watching them get sucked out of this airplane. And then all I remember is I'm sitting on the edge, and then I wake up and I'm 200 feet below, looking up at the aircraft. I'm like, how did I get here? But I didn't pee myself.
What?
Yeah, that's good.
I don't think I could do it.
Oh, I could totally do it.
Pull the
Could you?
trigger. It's awesome.
If someone were to say, "Would you go skydiving right now?" I would do it.
Yeah,
You would do it?
100%.
Chase,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
I want to go
Denver?
so bad, but I just haven't had the opportunity to yet.
Thanksgiving.
I need to stop
Hear me
saying
out.
that.
Nope. Hear me out.
I feel like I've had plenty of opportunities, but I have been scared. But if Jonah were to, I feel like he could get me to go.
I'm telling you, we'll do it over
Just
Thanksgiving.
plan it and then just take him.
See, I don't think it's a planning matter though, because if it's a planning matter, then
Well,
I'm gonna.
Without
Check
you
it
knowing,
out.
he plans it. 'Cause you
There you
can't
go. There you
just
go.
on a Tuesday night be like, I'm going skydiving now.
Yep.
you
Wake
know?
up, Pookie. We're going jumping.
Well, apparently he's not a morning person, so maybe not right after waking up.
He'll figure
No, you got to catch me by surprise. So maybe it's by the
Yeah,
morning.
maybe it is morning. Just say you're going on a sunrise hike and then
Mm-hmm.
you're in an airplane.
And then, he's like,
Here
what's
it
this airplane for? Shut up, get in.
It's the sunrise. It's a new hike route
Yeah.
by airplane. They'll be waiting it out.
So medical students are brave. It's nice. Medical students are willing to fling themselves out of perfectly good airplanes.
Some of them.
Yeah. So some of us.
Lillian, would you skydive?
Yeah, 100%.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, this
If you
sounds like
sign
a
me
wonderful
up.
group trip. Abbie will be there. She hasn't said she would be there at all.
She'll be
I'll
morally supporting
I'll
us.
morally support you guys.
I also think it's interesting you use the word brave because I think I would go sky. I don't know if it's bravery. I think it's a little bit of like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into and I'm just going to jump up and do it. And like, it sounds like fun. And I think that is a little bit of med school. Like you don't know what you're just jumping in and doing it. So I think I like the connection between skydiving and med school, that characteristic of whatever gets you to do it. I don't know if it's bravery though.
Yeah.
It could be foolishness.
Yeah,
Could be-
I think that's a good word.
Literally, I had like a lot of people over my summer. They're like, "Are you prepared?" And I'm like, "I don't know what prepared means." And now I can say I don't think you can ever really prepare.
We get questions every once in a while from listeners who are like, how can I prepare for med school? And our advice is usually like, don't.
Yeah.
It's your, we're going to prepare you as best, like using the vast knowledge around us in terms of faculty and, curriculum and all that kind of stuff. Just use go skydiving in your last summer.
Exactly.
Go, take
Sleep.
some time off.
I sat my butt
Exactly.
on a beach in Greece.
Oh, man.
I went backpacking and this past summer, and then I bartended, and it was
Ooh.
a blast.
And would you have been better prepared coming into med school if you had grinded all summer long, or would that have been better, I guess?
No.
God, I hope
Absolutely
No.
not.
No.
I think I would disagree like a tad bit. Because like I think it would help like
I think it also.
How
it's
very
awesome.
dare you?
but
But
it's also like you could study forever because and also you have no idea like what you're studying for when you're coming, like if you were to start before med school, and it like might help a little bit, but like in the like just seeing from like in total of things, like it would really not help. Like
I just think the juice isn't worth the squeeze, because
No,
once you
I agree with
get here, like especially, and I don't know how other schools do it, but the whole goal of foundations and anatomy is to sort of bring you up to speed on the the language you need to learn and the so the foundational concepts that you might have gotten elsewhere, but probably like 20% of 20% of you maybe didn't quite get that, even if you got all your prereqs and stuff in.
And I think the
Yeah.
flip side of that is for like people who have been out of school for a while, which is why Iowa has like the IMEI program. So
The Introduction to Medical Education at Iowa program.
yeah, and
That's kind of what I was saying. It was like,
Yeah.
because I'm removed from school. These guys, I don't think these guys are. I'm 2 years removed. So I think like just kind of seeing stuff more recently, because undergrad is going to prepare you for medical school. Like everything you do in like your first semester of classes, like especially foundations, it's just your undergrad combined all into one. So that's why you don't need to do extra stuff like your summer before med school, because you've already been prepared through undergrad. But I was a little bit removed. So I think like just seeing that stuff more recently would have helped a little bit.
No, that's why that program exists.
Yes. I still didn't do it, but and I'm still doing great. So, but I also did like a review of some stuff over the summer, but I also like went to Colorado and the Smoky Mountains, and I traveled everywhere for my summer.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely think it's more about preparing just your mindset and having ways to cope and all that jazz than content. Because if you're like self-studying random factoid medical facts over the summer, like you're not going to retain it anyway.
Yep.
It's more like getting in that routine, like maybe transitioning to like thinking about how you're just going to live your everyday life and building that support base versus like actual content.
What's something about you that has nothing to do with medicine or medical school, but still has helped you get here or be here?
Ooh, I know. One thing for me is I play piano, and so I really enjoy playing piano. And one of the things I tried to kind of put my passions together, like of course I love medicine, but I also really enjoy playing piano. And so to get here, I volunteered. One of the things you kind of just have to do as a pre-med, volunteer, research, clinical, all that kind of stuff. So for volunteering, I actually volunteered in the geriatric unit here at the University of Iowa Hospital, and I played piano in the unit.
Amazing.
And I love that. I love that so much.
I've been begging her to play Interstellar for me. It still hasn't happened, but I think we're gonna get there.
Carver's Got Talent. When is that?
that in the
I'm
spring?
not sure. Yeah, I think it's springtime. But she should do it. We went and
Maybe.
she played yesterday. We went and saw her in the hospital and listened to her. She's fantastic.
Nice.
I think she underplays.
I can get you a grand piano. I can get it. Okay, so this has helped you get into medical school, I guess, is what you're saying.
It definitely helped me just like have a passion besides just medicine. Like
Okay.
I don't want people thinking that like, oh, in order to go to medical school, my whole life has to surround medicine.
Yeah.
Like you can bring your passions in. I know Jonah loves wilderness, so he's kind of incorporating that into medicine as well. And so it's not just oh, I want to go to medical school, I only can do medical things.
This is wonderful to hear. I really get nervous sometimes about people who seem to be like totally locked in. Do you feel locked in, Chase?
I
feel like I don't know Chase. This is my first day meeting Chase. But before the show, we usually have like a half hour or so where we, just kind of hang out and chat beforehand. And Chase was literally out in the hallway studying.
I was.
Chase?
I'm locked in on anatomy, but I still find balance in life, I feel like. I feel like you have to have some sort of balance or you'll kind of lose yourself. Mm-hmm. But I try to do my balance is with either like exercise or I'd say volunteering was like a big part of my non-medical journey throughout undergrad. I did a lot with like Habitat for Humanity, which is super fun. I think everyone should be involved in Habitat for Humanity. I have absolutely zero experience with anything like handyman. Like my dad and my brother, they're fantastic handyman. They can do anything. I went along a different path in the medical field. But the first day I like found myself standing on top of a house installing trusses for this house, just like holding up the huge triangular trusses, just using a drill and putting the truss in. And I was absolutely terrified at first, but then it was a lot of fun. And it seems like something so odd, but it's just like, if you see like the root meaning behind it of just like you're building a house for a family that is currently like either living in like a shelter house or something like that. So you're just like giving them their own space. It's a super cool thing to be a part of. And I think just all volunteerism is great for us to be involved with throughout medical school and before medical school.
And his drill work has prepared him well for a career in ortho.
Yeah.
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 No, I would agree with that. My volunteering was on a vegetable farm back home. And your girl's not a farmer. I have farmers in like my extended family, but my immediate family is kind of like the oddball. We aren't farmers. And I'm big farmers market gal, love the farmers market. And one day I just went up to like our favorite stand that we have a pretty good relationship with. I was like, yo, zero experience, like nada, but I'd love to come out, and I've done it for multiple summers now, and it's been so much fun, and I learned a lot.
I didn't realize they were volunteer farming.
You just gotta ask.
They're like, oh, sure.
Well, and it was like cool because it was the like farmer. It wasn't a big like institutional farm. Like it was a small organic vegetable farm.
Sure.
Run by two cool women, and I learned a lot. It was nice to like just to not be the expert, or not expert, but like not have any expectations, not know anything, be kind of clueless, and get to kind of make mistakes, but also like learn a lot and just have fun, not use my brain. It was great.
Yeah, I think the first two jobs I ever had, I think can kind of help describe like why I am the way I am today. So my first job,
I've been meaning to ask.
Yeah. So here's where it all went wrong. My first ever job was actually as a hockey ref. So I was like started off coaching like super little kids, and then I learned that the parents are just freaking vicious, man. Like I made a horrible call my first ever game. I got booed. I think the team I helped was probably booing me as well because they thought it was also horrible. I never reffed another little kid game after that. I switched to adult league. And so I was reffing people that were quite literally like my dad's age. My dad was playing on a team, so I had to ref him every once in a while. I was reffing my hockey coaches at the time, which was interesting experience. Pizzamenti, our anatomy professor, is actually an old hockey coach of mine, as well as Matt Taylor. So I knew him.
I didn't realize.
In a completely different light. So this is actually kind of jarring for me. Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, Dr. Pizzamenti is awesome though. Love that guy.
Well,
and
we know it's true.
so then my next jobs, and this is where volunteering comes in, was actually like working on political campaigns. And so as a ref, I was having to be very confident in what I was saying and, talking to people that were a lot older than me and undoubtedly a lot wiser. And then in getting to political campaigns, I was quite literally like putting myself out there on people's doorsteps, like day in, day out, and trying to convince them to see things from my perspective and take my side in a political campaign. And so those two things like really helped me as I went forward because, well, what are things that we're doing basically every day, right? We're talking to people. We're talking with people who are like significantly older than us. People expect us to be knowledgeable, especially as we start moving towards our clinical years, right? And those are things that, again, those experiences help shape that. And I think it's like volunteer opportunities and these clinical experiences, which I also participated in undergrad, are fantastic. The other part of it is, though, that those skills can be reinforced in most spheres of work, right? Like most areas that you can work in, you can reinforce a lot of those soft skills that might make you a provider that's able to better connect with people in the future. So there's no, like, I guess, archetype of pre-med experiences that you have to have. Do what you're passionate about, and that will, help make you, it'll fill your cup, and it'll hopefully help make you a better provider.
Exactly. I was going to say, like, just please do something in undergrad that is not medically related. Like, you will learn so much about yourself. Don't just do all, like, volunteering at the hospital, an NA, phlebotomist, or, like, just strictly medical stuff. Like, do something that's completely unrelated, and you will learn, like, just who you are as a person and just, like, make yourself so much more diverse as a human.
Are there traits that you think are common to medical students? Like I immediately think of like persistence as something that's important. I think for studying medicine.
Yeah, the work ethic definitely has to be there, right? But that's not something you have from day one, right? Like when we all started studying for the MCAT, you weren't sitting down and doing these massive blocks of questions all at once, right? You had to build yourself up to be able to have that type of stamina. And it's the same thing here, right?
Well, is that true, you guys? I mean,
well, okay, that's how I felt, at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait, hang on. I don't want to speak for y'all.
I don't know. I think I took a full length my first day.
Yeah.
So
Goodness gracious.
started
Dang.
8 hours.
No, this is. I mean, this is good. I think there's a range of possibilities. I mean,
Abbie is a go-getter. She jumps right in.
I hate being bored. Like, I can't be bored.
Yep.
So medical school is perfect for me. This summer, you can ask any of my friends. They were probably like really worried about me because I was bored for the first time ever. And so I just like doing whatever.
No, I feel you there. Boredom sucks.
Yes.
So were you? You just jump right in and do a full block?
No, I did not. My mind wouldn't have even gone there.
So Jonah and Lillian are in the. I mean, Jonah and Lillian are in the. We ramp ourselves up. Persistence wise.
Well, and like you weren't born with the work ethic that we have today as medical students, right? Like if you had told me, like even 6 months ago or a year ago, that I would be sitting here in MRF, which is the name of our med school building, I guess I should say, that I would be here for like 12 hours a day and be locked in here and there, but everyone, maybe every once in a while.
Quick story.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually,
Five times a day.
lose focus very quickly. So
We got to reel them back in during studies.
Yeah.
and that's, you have people that hold you accountable, right? Which is really
Actually,
nice.
yeah, that's nice.
But anyways, like that, for me at least, that had to be developed over time.
Yeah.
But I think I would describe most med students as having like a really strong work ethic, which goes in with persistence, resilience, the things that are going to help you overcome those extreme challenges that med school is designed to pose you with, right? That med school wants you to face those challenges, and by its nature, it has to make you face those.
Yeah, no, I think it's important to remember that too. Like sometimes when it gets like, you're just like bleh after class, and especially like resilience. And my high school cross country coach literally would write us a note before every single meet. I probably have like hundreds of these little notes, and over my computer back home, I have one that he was an English teacher, so he also had very good books. It was great. And he had like a cute little like dictionary definition of resilience, and then as the sentence, as like they use it in a dictionary. They use the word. He used my situation and like put like Lily is resilient, and that's like one of the ones that are like smack dab in my cork board. Just like when I get like bleh, I can look up and I'm like, no, I'm resilient. I can do this. And sometimes it's a fault. I think resilience, I also would say I'm very stubborn. And that can be to a fault. My mom, that would probably be her. She would probably use other words first. Love you, Mom. But she would also say very, very stubborn. So I think it's a blend. It's a mesh. It's not like a bunch of individual traits. It's like the color wheel on when you're doing it all. And sometimes I slide one direction. Sometimes I slide the other.
Yeah. There's a million things that can make a medical student. And at least before I came to medical school, and particularly in my earlier undergrad years, I had this image that they were all like type A, right? That you had to be like this super organized and diligent person.
Oh, I can tell you.
Jason, Abbie, would you describe me as type A?
The opposite of type A.
whatever the further spectrum is type B is. My girlfriend hates it too.
I feel like I can tell you that there are plenty of medical students who are not type A.
100%.
That was one of my biggest shocker, because I'm a type A person. Like, I know I am, and I thought everybody else was. No, very false.
I
Very
will
false.
admit that it probably takes me 2 weeks to do one load of laundry. It's put the load of laundry in the washing machine.
That's hilarious.
I'm not
No,
even
that is
lying.
hilarious because literally this morning I put my dirty clothes into a basket to carry downstairs. Did I carry it downstairs?
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Each individual step
But I'm
takes a little bit.
closer to what I need. If I show up tomorrow looking all raggedy, you'll know that I didn't progress.
See, I
because
clean my
I'm
laundry.
out of laundry.
It's the putting it away part that gets me. So right now, there's a laundry basket with all my clean clothes sitting right on my bed, right where I'm going to want to nap when I get home from this, right? And I'm going to have to put them away before I nap. And I guess that's how my system works.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I need to incorporate that.
But sometimes you get so tired that you just dump them out on the bed and you just lay on top of them. And then
I 100%.
Can't say I've ever done
Abby's
that.
like, absolutely not.
No, my
That-
bed's made.
we live different
You
lives.
know-
Tell them about your nighttime
Oh,
routine.
goodness.
I get started on that.
I have a whole
We'll be here for an hour.
nighttime routine. Yeah.
What happens if you have to
Time.
skip it?
Oh,
She doesn't.
Yeah, no, I don't ever skip it. I do it every night.
And your sleep scores are still in the 50s.
That is true. That is true. I got an Aura ring to like track my sleep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it doesn't like me. Doesn't like my score.
I think it's the ring's
It's
fault. I
like,
don't
do
think it's-
better.
Yeah. It's like sleep more. I'm like, I'm trying.
Well, I think that just obviously there's type A people, but there's plenty of type B people.
Oh, so many.
It's not even funny. There's so many type B
Honestly,
people.
I think there might be more type B than type A, which shocked me.
and
And that's okay.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
hints to the fact that there's not a prototypical med student. We're
Mhm.
all so different. Like, it's not like medicine is like this special little box that doesn't have any of the rules of the world applied to it. Like, all other jobs and occupations, yes, there's tiny characteristics that we probably all have alike, but as a whole, we're a very diverse crowd, and that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shortcoats, we're going to continue our discussion in part 2. If you have something you'd like to say about this or anything else, go to theshortcoat.com/tell us and send us a message. Otherwise, that's our show. Until next time, I'm Dave Vettler saying, don't let the bastards get you down. Say bye, everybody. That's your cue. Okay.
Peace.
Hey.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You didn't brief us on that.
No, I didn't.